And right now, immigration advocates are gathering outside the state capitol building down in Springfield. Today is the first day of the fall veto session. The Illinois Coalition for Immigrant and Refugee Rights is hosting a rally demanding policies that protect against Trump's mass deportation policies, including increased enforcement in and around Chicago and the attempted deployment of National Guard troops. State lawmakers are also expected to discuss the transit fiscal cliff during this veto session, which runs through the end of the month. And political reporter Paris Schutz joins us in studio. Okay, so we're looking at a huge deficit, could impact the number of trains, even the fare that people pay.
Yeah, CTA's proposed possible fare hikes if no bailout comes, although some good news, those fiscal cliff numbers are much less than what they originally were, down to about $200 million now from $779 million, thanks to some cuts and savings the agencies have made. So we know that lawmakers are working on that. What they're not working on, any measure to assist the Chicago Bears in a new Arlington Heights stadium. But beyond transit, there's insurance costs, energy costs, and some of those ICE regulations at the top of the mind. Governor Pritzker says this bill to provide as much as $1.5 billion to help bail out transit systems is fast-tracked, even though CTA, PACE, and Metro have significantly downgraded that fiscal cliff.
You got to fund things that you need, right? We need downstate transit dollars. We need dollars for Northern Illinois as well, as we know, RTA, CTA, PACE, and you can't, the money doesn't come from nowhere.
And we're told this bill is being tweaked as we speak right now. It failed to pass the House in the spring when members couldn't agree on how to fund it, be it rideshare taxes, delivery taxes, or some other revenue stream. The bill would also consolidate transportation systems a little further into one umbrella, so there's more coordination between CTA, PACE, and Metro. Now, Republican Representative Dan Ugassi says lawmakers should focus on that part of it.
Because if we've gone from almost $800 million down to $200 million, and they found that much in savings and also identified that much additional revenue they can bring in on their own and not ask the taxpayers to have to front, I'd like to give it a little bit of time, put the governance in peace, and see if maybe a new board can find that extra money and the taxpayers don't have to come with a bailout at all.
Also on the docket, taking care of some of these skyrocketing home insurance costs and energy costs, some legislation that might provide more transparency for consumers there, and some of these restrictions on ICE in terms of where they can go. They have to stay away from schools or churches if a new bill passes, although the federal government has said federal law trumps state and local law on those things. But with the Bears, Natalie, thankfully that kick went through last night, but today lawmakers blocking them on their attempts for some help from taxpayers on a new Arlington Heights stadium.
They've got a lot to cover in this one-month veto session.
It's actually, they're going to be working until Thursday, Natalie, and then they come back October 28th through the 30th. So there's only a few days.
Right.
And, I should mention, anything that passes needs a 2/3 majority now in the veto session. Those are the rules now. So you need more votes to get anything done.
All right, we'll see what happens. You'll keep us posted.
We'll keep on it. Thanks,
All right,
Natalie.
thanks so much, Paris.